We continue our month-long Taking Action for Your Parents campaign. Our Jackie Calloway continues our series tonight. Jackie?
Hey, that's right. Tonight we're taking a closer look at long-term care insurance, what it covers, and why one family says it was worth it for them. Mary Brule says a decision her mother made more than 2 decades ago turned out to be one of the most important affecting her life today.
In about the mid-'80s, my mother got sick.
At that point, Mary's mother, Marjorie, realized as she and her husband got older, they might not be able to afford expenses not covered by Medicare. So she invested in long-term care.
I began to wonder about how long would our money last if we lived a long time.
You're responsible for covering the costs of your long-term care needs, whether it's buying a long-term care insurance policy, whether it is paying for it out of pocket, or relying on the help of family and friends to provide your long-term care needs.
Michelle Manzo-Lembo is with Always Best Care Senior Services, an agency that helps families with in-home care and assisted living. Michelle says it's important to understand what long-term care is and how to pay for it.
Long-term care is custodial care. It's not medical care, so it's generally not covered by insurance. Common misconception is that long-term care needs will be covered by Medicare, and Medicare only pays for long-term care needs under very limited circumstances.
According to AARP, long-term care can include changes to your home to make it safer and easier to get around, technology that helps you stay independent, and help with housekeeping and personal care like bathing and getting dressed. Here are some ways to figure out if you're a candidate for the policy according to Consumer Reports. First, add up the income and assets that you and your spouse are likely to have for living expenses and to pay for long-term care. Figure out how much you should be able to pay out of pocket for your care and how much you would want an insurance policy to cover. There's also the elimination period to consider, which means you will need to decide how long you are willing to cover your own care before the policy kicks in. And Consumer Reports says you will pay less if you buy a policy before the age of 60. Mary says it's added to the quality of life and independent living that her mom and dad now enjoy at Pinecrest Place in Largo.
My mother's health has reached the point where she needs assistance to what they call aids to daily living. And their policy covers such assistance, and so she has a home health aide that comes in daily to help her with these aids to daily living. And of course there's a charge for that. It's not covered under their agreement with Pinecrest Place, so they would have to bear the expense out of their own pockets.
I think the main benefit is that I feel comfortable knowing I can have extra help and I have the income to cover it.